Hey everybody, Daniel Mosnet here with Cowboy Charcoal, and we are cooking again in the pizza oven, but we're not cooking pizzas. We are cooking cowboy steaks. We've got some beautiful ribeyes here. You can see the marbling. Thank you very much to the folks over at Hassel Cattle. They do some great Wagyu steaks, fantastic. So we're gonna take these steaks, we're gonna put them in a cast iron, we're gonna let them cook with some hickory wood. I've got a little pecan in there as well. My two favorites right now, especially when I'm cooking beef. We've got our pizza oven rolling. Right now we're at about 600 degrees on the outside, so we know that that's about 700, 750 degrees on the inside, and it's gonna give us a nice sear to these steaks. So let's show you how we do cowboy steaks. We're gonna do them in a cast iron pan right now to get a really nice Maillard reaction on all of that meat that's coming in contact with the cast iron, so we get the beautiful crust. And we don't really need to do a lot to these steaks. The key when you're cooking a great steak is two things. Use great fuel, and that's what we're using. We're using kiln-dried cowboy cooking wood, and buy good meat. If you do those two things, you really aren't gonna mess up anything that you're cooking. So here we go. First step, we're gonna take our steaks, bring them over here, and we've brought these steaks up to room temperature. We've let them sit out for about an hour, 45 minutes or so outside of the refrigerator. It's gonna help them cook a lot more evenly all the way through. So they're still a little bit cool, but they're coming up to room temperature, and this is how we wanna start cooking. We're gonna add just a little bit of olive oil. You can use avocado oil, something just to help some of the seasoning stick. Both sides, a little bit more on this side, and a little bit on this side. Okay, now to these steaks, we're not gonna mess them up. We're just gonna add a little bit of salt. We're gonna do this to all sides, and we're gonna add a little bit of pepper. I like my steaks to have a good amount of pepper on it. I like it to be a little spicy, okay? Flip them over. We'll add a little bit of salt to this side, a little bit of pepper. That's it, okay? Now I'm gonna add, you can leave it right there, just salt and pepper, that's all I used to do. I do have a little bit of Shanty steak seasoning. This actually comes from my cousins up in Lockford, California, the Gypsy Bistro. They have a really nice, this is a brown sugar based seasoning. We're not gonna add too much, but the brown sugar helps to caramelize. And when you're getting that nice crust on the outside, it's nice to have that caramelization. So we're gonna just tap that in a little bit. Make sure you get all sides of your steak, that you're seasoned on all of the sides. Run it all the way through. We'll add a little bit more of our Shanty to that side and press it in. The other thing is make sure you use one hand on your meat and one hand for your ingredients. That way you don't have to worry about contaminating where your salt or your other ingredients are coming from. Okay, we're gonna make sure you get all sides, just roll it around, press it in. You have all sides. Okay, so now your steaks are well seasoned. Don't do this ahead of time. Do it right before you're about ready to cook. And then grab your cast iron pan. That's what we're gonna use here today. Make sure you season your cast iron pan every time you use it. Make sure that you don't have any rust spots on it. If you do, take it back down, scrape it out, clean it out. Many ways to do that online. Make sure you don't have any rust spots inside. And when you're done with your cast iron pan, make sure you don't use soap in it. You just wipe it out, clean it out, and then add a little bit of oil back to the top and heat it up to dry, because you have to make sure that there's no water left or else you'll get some rust spots. So that's a couple of tricks with cast iron. So now that we've got our pan ready, we're gonna add one steak. We'll add the other steak. Two steaks fit perfectly right in that pan. And then we're gonna plop them right into our pizza oven. All right, so our door's a little warm here. We're still at about 600 degrees on the outside of the pizza oven. And we're gonna put this right inside, and we're gonna let that cook for a few minutes per side. Now, there's a couple of different ways that you can cook inside the pizza oven like this. The first way that we're doing it is like I'm doing it right now. I have a cold pan and I'm putting the steaks into the cold pan and then putting that into the pizza oven to let it cook. One of the reasons I'm doing that is because these steaks that we got from Hassel, they're pretty thick and they're gonna take a little bit more time to cook. If they were a little thinner, then I would have put them into a hot pan and just cooked them right away. So right now we're just gonna let those go for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, so our steaks have been cooking for about 4 minutes, and you can see how quickly those cook. They cook so fast. We're gonna flip them over. You can see that nice crust that we're getting. And one of the reasons we're cooking them like this, and we cook them in a cold pan to get started, is you have all of this outer layer of fat, and we want that fat to render as much as possible, because the more that fat layer renders, the more of that crusty outside layer we're gonna get, because it's almost gonna fry inside its own juices. Now, once that's flipped over, we're gonna let it cook for just about 2 more minutes, and then we'll put our butter and rosemary and garlic inside, and then we'll just start ladling everything right over the top. All right, so now once your steaks are just about ready, we're gonna add our butter. We added just a whole cube of butter. We'll add some smashed garlic. You don't need to chop this up. You can just take this garlic, smash it with your knife. You just want some of the flavor to get into that butter as it's melting. And we'll add some rosemary. You can leave the whole sprig if you want, or you can just add a few individual pieces. Once that melts, we'll take our spoon and we're just gonna ladle it right over the top. And be careful, because these cast iron pans, they get really hot in here. And you can see that we've got just a really nice crust on the outside. We'll flip our second steak over. Make sure that our butter's melted. And we should be right to about 120, 125 on the temperature. And you can see that only took about 7 or 8 minutes to cook. And what a presentation that gives. We'll make sure that we're at our right temperature. About 135, so I don't want them to cook any more than that. At this point, you can just let these rest. And look at that butter. Look at that presentation. That butter just pops all that rosemary and that garlic. You can just let it sit just like that. We're gonna serve these right on the board. We'll pour that little bit of that butter right over the top. So there you've got your 2 Cowboy ribeye steaks cooked over hickory and pecan wood in the pizza oven. You can cook this over any type of live fire barbecue setup that you have in your backyard. I'm Daniel Mosnet with Cowboy Charcoal. Remember, for these and so many recipes, like, follow, and subscribe. We've got a bunch for you. Until next week, keep cooking with Cowboy.